This time on 15 Minutes You'll Never Get Back.
Can you keep a straight face? You can with this.
We found a common thread with all of Charlie's nicknames in a story you won't hear anywhere else.
And Beverly Hills 90210, almost, kinda, sorta, had a different name.
I'm Dale.
And I'm Charlie. All that and more this time on 15 Minutes You'll Never Get Back.
I can feel my face when I'm with you.
I'm just imagining this. If you fill your face with Botox, it might be hard for other people to read your emotions. Okay?
Or read your lips.
Right? But
What?
a study found Botox might make the person who got the injections worse at reading other people's emotions.
Can you see the look of excitement on my face?
Now, don't worry. It's not like Botox leaks into your brain. But scientists
It
think...
turns your face to stone, basically.
Scientists think it's because of something called the facial feedback hypothesis. So that is the idea that we subconsciously mimic people's facial expressions to help us interpret them. So basically what they're saying is the theory is Botox prevents the muscles in your face from doing it as well. Okay?
Okay.
So it makes it harder. So okay, for example, so I have a face full of Botox.
Yes.
Clearly.
Clearly.
Okay, wait. Right? Okay. So let me now.
What was this?
That's just me making sure that it's all in the right spot.
Oh,
you know, sometimes you have
I didn't know it was movable once it was in there.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Is it
move
really?
around. Yeah,
Can you really?
I don't know. It's kind of like Play-Doh. It's okay. Now let me read your face.
Okay.
Okay, with my face full of Botox.
Okay. What do you do?
You look kind of constipated.
Do I really?
A little bit.
Oh.
See? Oh, it does. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you can see. Maybe that's the problem. I'm reading things wrong.
You're reading it wrong.
Yeah. So what does your face actually say right now?
I'm just disgusted that you could squish things around under your face.
Do you want to feel?
No.
Oh.
No.
It's fun.
No.
It's therapeutic.
Yeah, no.
That's why you see me sometimes. I'm always like,
Is it really? It's therapeutic? You want people to touch your face?
only if you wash your hands first.
Right after I go to the bathroom, because apparently I'm constipated.
The term work wife or work spouse or work husband, right?
Like you are.
Throw it around all the time, right?
Sure.
So a work spouse is a phrase referring to a coworker with whom someone shares a special relationship that can include a bond similar to marriage, but without the right? Okay. Okay. So it's platonic. It's just a really close relationship.
Not in some of the radio stations I used to work at.
The good old days.
Right.
So millennials, so my generation, apparently disapprove of the idea of this title.
Why?
Well, I'll get to that. Ironically, Gen Z and boomers, totally fine with it. Now, the reason is, I want to get this right, given the current environment, that phrase suggests things. So although the phrase has been used innocently, right?
Yeah.
Throughout the years to describe employees and the relationships they have, more commonly opposite genders, okay, the term wife or husband can imply that a sexual component exists between the two members and I guess could cause discomfort with the actual spouse. So meaning there's jealousy.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I know, like Rob is completely jealous of you.
Well,
you know,
most guys are, though.
Right? That's the
you
problem.
know, just in general.
Mm-hmm. So, like, if you're not going to say, let's just say, fine. It becomes politically incorrect because everything is. You can't say work wife or whatever. What do you call me?
Pain in the ass. Is that socially unacceptable?
Or accurate?
Hey, if you wanna be happy for the rest of your life, never make a
workplace colleague who I address or refer to in non-specific or identifying terms.
So we know the Barbie movie is huge. It is prompting people to inquire about blonde hair. Mm-hmm. The searches are up like 83%. Mm-hmm. Pink clothing is flying off the shelves around the world.
Money is flying into Cineplex's till.
That's true. But the film has also had a slightly unexpected impact on people's love lives.
Okay, and that is?
Barbie movie is ending relationships.
Ending them.
Yes. So, this is so stupid. But according to this onslaught of TikTok videos, the answer lies in the lack of men willing to get, and I have my little quotation fingers up.
Air quotes,
get the film. Okay?
Oh,
so
okay.
men are essentially not understanding the anti-patriarchy plot of the film.
So it's really, because it actually holds up the whole hypocrisy of the whole male-dominant patriarchy system.
Now, I haven't
and kind of
seen
holds
it
it up
yet.
to the limelight and says, isn't this ridiculous?
But I do think it also highlights the pros and cons for both sexes and
it should. I think
the struggles and insecurities.
It pokes fun at all sexes.
So what is happening here is that, like, if a boyfriend isn't willing to go see the Barbie movie, or in fact he does go in and sees the Barbie movie and he's like, I don't know, it was stupid, or whatever.
Yeah.
These girls are basically like,
that's
okay, you're done.
That's a side of you that I don't like, and I think we're done.
And maybe it's a sign. Now it is possible, boys and girls, for a couple to have different perspectives,
right?
On a movie. But it's funny because what I actually thought, because I said to Rob, I'm like, I really want to see this movie.
Yeah.
I thought for sure he'd be like, yeah, go with whoever.
Yeah.
But he's like, yeah, okay, I'll go with you. And I was like, oh, like it kind of threw me.
Well, yeah.
It threw me off a little bit because he was intrigued.
Yeah.
To see the movie.
I get it.
And he's pretty. He's got that man.
He's a male Italian guy,
right? So I was
there's a side that's kind of like, okay, well that's good. I was kind of concerned when you said relationships are ending, and that it was like women going into this thing, seeing the movie, and coming out and rethinking the fact that they're in a relationship with a guy named Alan.
Yeah, oh, hey. You could do worse than Alan. So we just had this revelation. And
Charlie's had an epiphany.
Right? So, we get a call.
Yeah.
And I don't recognize who it is right away because I'm not listening, directly. And then he says, numbnuts.
And then suddenly
I know who it is because that was a nickname that I was given.
Yes.
By this guy when I worked in another town. Okay.
And come on, tell him the whole story.
I may or may not have canoodled him a few times. However,
that being said,
somehow he gave me this name, Numbnuts. So then I got to thinking, and he wasn't a boss of mine, he was a coworker.
Right.
Which doesn't make it any better. But anyway, so then when I was in Niagara Falls working,
yeah,
my boss, who I did not ever canoodle with, just so we're on the same page. I have never canoodled bosses, okay?
Nope.
I have a...
She likes to keep things on an equal footing.
Right? That's right. Tip
horizontal.
For tat. Right. Okay. So that boss used to call me Skirt.
Yeah.
As a nickname. So
Skirt.
Even to this day, we're still friends. On my birthday, he's like, hey, happy birthday, Skirt.
Right.
So I have somehow accumulated these weird nicknames.
And I pointed something out to her that she didn't realize until just now.
Which is?
All your nicknames occur below the belt.
Yeah.
What was your nickname when you were growing up?
Harry. No, okay, now we have to back up this bus because some people don't realize my real name is not Charlie. It's not Charlotte. It's not whatever Charlie. That is a stage name that I have.
Yes.
I'm not going to tell you my real name.
No.
But my real name does sound very similar to Harry.
Yes.
And so that was a name I was given in high school.
Right.
Okay. So again...
So now we've got that one. We've got Skirt. We've got Numbnuts. And I said, well, and there's also Asshole. You could throw that in.
There's also Asshole.
And I said it's all below the belt with you.
I wonder what that is.
I don't know.
Is that like symbolism or something? Or like a...
I don't know.
So what were your... Did you have nicknames?
Yeah, but mine wouldn't make any sense.
Well, just tell me. Let's go.
My one nickname that stuck for a long time was Shmoo.
Shmoo.
Now, Shmoo was a cartoon character from years ago, an old Popeye cartoon.
Okay, and who is Shmoo? What was the character of Shmoo?
He was a big white blob.
Okay,
who was always in a good mood.
Okay,
who everybody loved, and he was able to change himself into whatever he wanted to.
Okay, so that sounds exactly like you.
Well,
Exactly.
That's where the name came from, and it kind of stuck.
So what about other, like I know people call you Smitty, that's your last name. Okay, but is there something else that you've been called?
No, not really. No,
Okay.
big guy. I get that all the time.
Yeah,
That's
things like that.
Big
Okay.
D, but that's all name based and
Right.
size based.
Okay, yeah, so it's not the same
No, it's
as
not the
crotch
same.
based.
No, not not at all. Unless that's what the big D stood for. Maybe I took it
Hey,
wrong.
see? We have something in common. There it is. Bathrooms in planes are to double in size.
What?
So officials want lavatories to be big enough for 2 people.
Hubba hubba.
It's not for that. The Department of Transportation on Wednesday announced a rule that will require planes to make lavatories on a single aisle plane large enough for 2 people to enter in a move to make the washrooms more accessible, right? People with disabilities. I guess I never thought about this, but those people that are in wheelchairs, right, or need assistance, forget it. Like they literally cannot use the washroom.
No. I
You know.
mean, I complain because of the size factor.
I mean, I complain.
You complain,
I
so you
mean,
can imagine a guy my size trying to get in there.
Right?
But
So-
yeah, you're right. Accessibility? Oh, forget it.
So in twin aisle crafts, lavatories have been required since the 90s to be, accessible to people.
Well, I know when I fly on some of the bigger ones, those ones in the middle there, they're actually like, they're full size. You can go in there. 2 people could fit in there.
Right, but in the smaller planes,
No.
people that are just kind of going from city to city.
Yep.
The planes are quite
Even
small.
like you get the single ones. That's what you fly on to Vegas.
Yeah,
just
that's
a single
true.
aisle. That's a 5-hour flight.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So now here's trying to sort of retrofit current washrooms is difficult. Mm-hmm. But new planes that have been ordered within the next 10 years are to be built with this accessibility now. So it's going to take a while for this to happen.
Yeah.
But it's gonna. So
Thank God, man. Thank God.
Well, good morning, folks, and welcome aboard Two-Seater Airlines. It's the airline that recognizes that if we're going to leave you sitting on the tarmac for hours on end and then feed you dinner and drinks, you deserve more than a linen closet to squeeze into when you need relief. Now, we do have a few rules we'd appreciate you adhering to, such as not taking your phone into our new spacious lavatories. It is not a rest and relaxation and text your friend zone. And, of course, as before, please refrain from treating our expanded lavatories like hotel rooms with a coworker. You can wait until you hook up at the convention you're flying to do that. Now, with that little bit of housekeeping out of the way, we'd like you to sit back, relax, and enjoy all that Two-Seater Airlines has to offer, including a comfortable place to use after you've had all we have to offer. Two-Seater Airlines, the airline that does away with the old adage that don't fly.
I have a dilemma.
Oh, dear.
So I have my mortadella sandwich.
Of course you do.
Of course I do. So here's the situation.
Uh-huh.
Apparently there has been a pair of salmonella outbreaks connected with Italian-style deli meats.
Uh-oh. Salmonella. That's
now,
not good.
a few hospitalized, a few with diarrhea. It is what it is. It's salmonella. Now, they still haven't pinpointed a brand of meat yet. So, is it salami? Is it prosciutto? Is it capicola? Is it my mortadella? My God, I don't know.
Not my
what to do.
soppressata.
Right? So, do I eat my mortadella and hope for the best? Because I had a sandwich yesterday and I was okay.
You were okay?
I was
From the
okay.
same From the same
Yeah,
pile
same
of
package.
Oh, I
Oh, wait,
think you're okay.
no. I opened a new one today.
Did you?
It's a new package.
And what do you do? Like, are they saying is it a specific brand?
No,
that's been
that's the
made?
thing. They can't pinpoint it.
So this is just the deli kind that
They
could
just
be.
know that there is a situation with cold cuts right now, and, well, it's not good for your gut.
But it's only the Italian style cold cuts.
Right.
So apparently the British ones, like head cheese, are good to go.
Oh, God, they're never good to go.
Charlie found an interesting little entertainment fun fact, apparently.
Well, I'm glad they didn't do this, but did you know that Beverly Hills 90210 was originally supposed to be set in Maryland? And it was going to be called Potomac.
Potomac.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
I don't even care what the rest of the story is. That's awesome.
That's enough. Okay.
Well, I'm glad because I don't know how many people would have watched Potomac.
Shut up. Hey, thanks for spending 15 minutes with us. You know, sometimes that's all it takes.
Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode.
Tell us what you think by leaving a review. Live, if you have to.
And feel free to share it so your friends can have a laugh too.
Until next time.